A call to stop all baptisms. This morning I woke up at 3 a.m. with a conviction that I must prepare a special video ASAP calling the church to stop all baptisms. I struggled for an hour hoping to be able to fall asleep again without success. If you are tempted to delete this video from your email box thinking that I am doctrinally all wet, please take the time to consider all the evidence I am submitting to you. I believe that the Lord has shown me that we are engaged in deception. Our evangelists and pastors are publicly claiming that our church is the only religious denomination teaching the validity and permanence of all 10 of God's commandments. This claim is false, and I have the concrete evidence that this is the case. Please, allow me the chance to present it for your examination. The future of the church and its mission is at stake. Let me start with our Adventist claim that in spite of so many denominations, only one of them teaches the validity and permanence of God's holy law contained in the Decalogue. No Adventist evangelist has probably made this claim in a clearer manner than Pastor Mark Finley. Let's listen.
And a people that believe in the second coming of Christ, and a Sabbath-keeping people. There's only one group of people like that on the face of the earth that I know, friend, and that are Seventh-day Adventists.
Our Adventist pioneers used to teach that all of God's commandments were still valid and in force. We still teach this, but we have no longer the right to such a claim. We have compromised on the sixth commandment of the Decalogue. In 1970 our church embraced the elective abortion of unborn children, which is a direct affront to the sanctity of the sixth commandment that forbids the killing of innocent human beings. In 1992 our church honored the most prolific serial killer of unborn children the church ever produced at the General Conference World Session in gratitude for sharing with Adventist institutions a sizable portion of his blood money. The same year our church produced a document known as Guidelines on Abortion that justified what the Bible condemns. Said document remained in force until October 16, 2019 when a new document on abortion was voted by the General Conference Executive Committee. It is true that the new guidelines on abortion represent a definite improvement over the old ones, nevertheless, it failed to eliminate all reasons for the killing of innocent unborn children. Our beloved evangelist Mark Finley rushed to bless the new document, without realizing that the new rules allowed the destruction of unborn children with birth anomalies. This meant that unborn children with physical or mental malformations were not entitled to the life protected by the heavenly dictum that reads, "You shall not murder." Pastor Doug Batchelor asked that Section 6 of the new document on abortion be removed or amended, but Richard Hart, the Loma Linda University CEO, argued that said exception was needed because of the Down syndrome unborn children.
No right highlighting the fourth commandment while we waffle on the sixth commandment. How can we tell God's children to come out of Babylon if we're echoing the cultural arguments of Babylon regarding the sanctity of life? If we're fuzzy now regarding the sixth commandment, we can easily compromise the Sabbath in the future. Our proclamation of the three angels' message will be empowered now by a strong statement on the sanctity of life. I have many friends among leading evangelicals around the world. They are incredulous when they learn that this church has such a strong emphasis on the health message, which seem ambivalent about the life of unborn babies. This is a good document. I believe it would be stronger if the writing committee would either edit, and I don't know if there'll be a committee, or remove point 6 or clarify it.
Imagine this convoluted moral reasoning. The church allows its doctors to kill unborn children with birth defects because some fallible physician claims that such human beings are incompatible with life. The existence of Down syndrome boys, girls, and adults is strong evidence that many of them do survive and are not incompatible with life. My question is, where in the Bible is the authority to deprive of life someone whose physician may opine that said human being is incompatible with life? As you can see, our claim that our church is still teaching the validity and permanence of all 10 of God's commandments is false and deceptive. We are telling our baptismal candidates something that is not true. Therefore, our church should, for the sake of honesty and truth, stop all baptisms until this false claim is rectified and Section 6 of the new document on abortion is deleted. A drop of poison may render a healthy meal unfit for human consumption. Imagine the reaction of a new Adventist convert who discovers that he was enticed to join the church on the basis of a false claim. Pastor Doug Batchelor did publicly testify that some of his converts lost their interest in joining the church following the discovery that our organization does justify certain type of abortions. Deception is condemned in the sacred book. Full disclosure is required of used car salesmen and realtors. I was a realtor for nearly 4 decades and I lost thousands of dollars for disclosing defects in homes I was showing to prospective buyers. Should we allow our evangelists and pastors to be guided by an inferior code of ethics than that used by realtors and used car salesmen? You be the judge. Therefore, I appeal to the leaders of our church, let's stop all baptisms until this anomalous situation is corrected and rectified. Let me finish with the following anecdote. Not long ago the pastor of one of our churches gave the following warning to a group of his members who were discussing the issue of abortion in his church. Please, stop this conversation. Do you realize that if some of our baptismal candidates hear what you are saying they may lose their interest in joining our church? Save this video. Please, share this video with your friends. And watch the videos listed below. And post your comments below.